just a great outpouring of support for the facility itself. We've got something like 300 plus people on my grand opening committee that's put all this thing together, including the bricks with the names on it and the time capsule and all of the things that are happening. And we've got something like 600 plus people that have joined as membership of the Friends of the Civic Arts Plaza, who will be doing the ushering and things of that nature. So there's a lot of community involvement in the facility.
This is the very first performance in our new state-of-the-art auditorium, the Charles E. Probst Center for the Performing Arts.
It's the heart of it. Without it, none of it would have happened. It just wouldn't have happened because people put it on the line. In so many ways, so many times, because of love of community or love of the arts or love of their children or their grandchildren, all of those who are going to be blessed by this facility. And they were volunteering. They weren't paid. They made it happen.
And let me tell you how this community is in support of what's going on here. Grant Brimhall, our city manager, who happens to be the best one in the state of California, by the way. Last night at 6:30, he called someone in his church and said, I need some kids here to help do some cleanup work. And whoever he was talking to said, how many do you need? He said 10 or 15. In 30 minutes, there were 80 young people here.
This is the 30th anniversary of Thousand Oaks, and I think the dream of a performing arts center was born 30 years ago. And tonight the dream comes true. And it comes true because a lot of people worked very hard, donated their time and their money to make it happen.
Tonight's event it's nearly 25 years in the making. Cultural facilities in Thousand Oaks were included in the city's master plan in 1970. Since the groundbreaking 3 years ago, this community has eagerly awaited what we are all about to experience tonight. During the past year, hundreds of our residents have spent thousands of hours creating this grand opening weekend. And on behalf of the City Council, the city staff, and the people of the city, we congratulate the 300 plus people that have worked so diligently in the last year to put this grand opening and this celebration of our 30th anniversary together.
Wanted one for a long time and didn't know for sure when it was going to be because we've been working on it a long time in this community. And the thing is that you don't always get to do this in your lifetime. It's just in your career, you don't always open a hall in a beautiful facility like this. So it's, we're really thankful for the Thousand Oaks, the city, and all the people that made it possible.
I'd like to take a brief moment to comment on an aspect which makes this Performing Arts Center a feasible reality. The generous contributions made by our own residences and businesses to the Alliance for the Arts Endowment Fund. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize a very special donor, the person whose name graces this beautiful hall, Mr. Charles E. Probst. On behalf of the city, I commend you for your support and dedication to the culture of this community.
Tonight, my feeling is one of enthusiasm and of really great pleasure in what has been accomplished here in Thousand Oaks.
I envisioned an 1,800 to 2,000 seat auditorium, but I thought it would be rather plain and austere, not as grandiose as this one. And I'm real proud of it.
There are so many supportive individuals and giving people and businesses in this community that it's impossible to thank each of you on this stage tonight. Just let me say, the extraordinary generosity of all endowment fund donors is truly appreciated by the city. The Alliance's exceptional efforts and your personal contributions will help assure that the operation of this top-notch performing arts complex continues far into the future. Remember, we promised, and the Alliance promised, an endowment fund of $3 million to help the interest earnings therefrom to help defray some of the cost of running these facilities. They're up to $9.1 million and they're still going strong.
I think the real challenge is to make the programming live up to the dream of the building, of what of this architecture and of this effort over the last 3 decades. I feel very strongly that it has a dual purpose. The first, of course, is to present internationally known performers from classical to popular. But the second one is to be a stage for community groups, for the residents of Thousand Oaks to sing, to dance, to play an instrument, to recite poetry, to appear in a play, so that people from Thousand Oaks and surrounding communities can come here both as patrons and as participants.
Before I introduce the other speakers, let me first invite you to become part of tonight's excitement. While the house lights are up during this opening portion of the program, we have invited the city's official photographer, Forrest Fields, to come up to the stage to take a photo of our first full house, because this truly is a historic moment. Forrest, where are you? House lights on.
Smile.
A couple of you up there are not smiling.
Okay, thank you, Forrest.
I've never been one to continue to look at any facility or building as it was being constructed, because I get very nervous. It looks like it's never going to get done. I mean, even yesterday when I was here, I say, well, it's never going to get done. I was ecstatic when I came here today because it looked done.
I wanted to thank the public for the year 1991, when you may all recall that there was a recall. The whole point, of course, is that you did not sign that. And that really, with Alex and I, made such a tremendous difference. If you had, we wouldn't be here tonight.
I got to meet Bernadette Peters, and she was very gracious and very appreciative of the fact that she was the one that was chosen to do the opening performance in our beautiful theater. And I told her that she was one that we were very proud to have for the first person to perform here.
Welcome. Aren't we lucky? We are all here together to commemorate something that is so special for all of us. This is the dream that would not die. You know, this started, what, 25 years ago, when this city identified the need for a civic auditorium. And it went in spurts and starts. There were people who held on to that dream, and there are people who made it a reality. But all of you are here tonight with us in a giant celebration. I thank you for being here. I thank you for hanging in with us. We'll be back many times to party here together. Congratulations.
There are many things that are delicious in life, and the effort that has led to this, and this event tonight and tomorrow night, and this facility, which will be here for decades, is one of the most delicious I think anybody could imagine.
And now, the moment that we've all been waiting for, at least I've been waiting for a long time, cutting of the ribbon to dedicate this auditorium. With the city council members, Mr. Brimhall, Mr. Hitze, please join me. Frank. To the moment we've really been waiting for. And I know that I have made this promise, and so has Frank and some of the other council people, to our wonderful Caneo Symphony Orchestra, that we would give them a place that they would be appreciated in. Not to say that they weren't in that old gymnasium, but we would give them a place where their music could be better appreciated. So now, the Caneo Symphony, under the direction of Maestro Ramsey, please begin the program and break a leg.
to appear in the sky. Dare any raindrop to plop in my eye on a wonderful day like today. On a wonderful morning like this, when the sun is as big as a yellow balloon, even the sparrows are singing in tune on a wonderful morning like this. Oh, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, my, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine head my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual, everything is satisfactual. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, wonderful feeling, wonderful day. It's a good day for singing a song, and it's a good day for moving along. Yes, it's a good day, how can anything go wrong? A good day from morning till night. Yes, it's a good day for paying your bills, and it's a very good day for curing your ills. So take a deep breath and throw away your pills. 'Cause it's a good, super special zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay, on a wonderful, 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 wonderful day like today.
When the Civic Arts Plaza was first being constructed, we were all wondering how we could include more people, the whole community in this. And one way of doing so is to have something visible, something physical that reflects our community. And certainly our young people, we wanted to be sure were a part of this. So the Children's Tile Project was an idea on how to get kids involved.
Each tile symbolizes the fact that children are welcome at the Civic Arts Plaza, in the park, as well as at the Children's Theater and the music productions in the Forum Theater and in our Probst Theater. While we as parents and friends may enjoy the wonderful offerings which the Civic Arts Plaza has to offer today, our children will benefit from this unique cultural facility for years and years to come.
Kids will be growing up here, and it's important to remember that this is their place too. And I think that when you're in a community, it means a lot to have something very personal in the public areas.
In the future, the Civic Arts Plaza will be seen as a center for educating our children about cultural activities, not only our local Thousand Oaks activities, but worldwide cultural affairs. A project such as this could not be undertaken without the support from our local businesses and all of you citizens. I ask you to take a look at the display board, which lists the Children's Tile Project donors. Each donor's contribution of time and money is to be commended. And on behalf of the City of Thousand Oaks and all its people, I invite you to explore our children's creativity and to look towards the promise of an outstanding future here at the Civic Arts Plaza. Thank you very much for being here today.
Ariana? Get on the other side of him and just pull when I say at the count of 3, pull. At the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'm really happy to be here today. It's so great to have a Center for the Arts right here in the Canea Valley, because I even got my start for acting right here in Thousand Oaks, and that was 8 years ago. It's going to be wonderful for kids to get a chance to learn about and experience the arts, and that will give them great opportunities to try and live their dreams.
There's something here for everybody, whether it's the kids in the Jungle Book, in the Forum Theater, or in the Probst Theater, or out in the display area. Yeah, it's really the culmination of a lot of planning by a lot of citizens who care deeply about this community and want to have this be a favorite place for the community.
Looking back at this beautiful sculpture, imagine there's 10,000 cans there. And now the lucky can is... there is no lucky can. But these 10,000 cans symbolize the many programs that we have concerning recycling in our community. This is going on throughout the country and perhaps throughout the world. We have been mandated by the state of California to recycle 25% of the materials that were formerly going to the landfill by the year 1995. And through the cooperation of you, the citizens of our city, we have not only achieved that 25%, we're up to 35%.
It's exciting to be here and to see how people are reacting to this facility. There's quite a love affair building between the community, members of the community, and the facility, and I think it's going to become a favorite place for them for decades to come. I love it. It's great.